Alrighty, hello there YouTube, and welcome back to Leveling with Bruised once again. This is what is probably going to be the last recording, the last video that I will have for Project Diablo 2, at least for this season. I've had a lot of fun this time around. I've made three or four, I think four characters total. I've had a really good time. I will probably be closing it out today just because I don't really have a ton more going on, and I kind of want to take a break of kind of ARPGs and give my wrist especially a bit of a rest before we have the upcoming Path of Exile 1 season coming out next week. And I kind of want to play some other games just to kind of get some other things off my docket. But I still want to do some things today. So today I'm going to be having a couple of drinks. I'm going to be just farming some random stuff, and we're going to be doing that. From the previous video that I made with this Dark Pact Necromancer that we're seeing here, the only things I've really done is I've gained a couple levels. So you can see, I think I ended that leveling at 78. I'm now 83. I've done a couple of maps. I've kind of seen more or less how this character is going to be and what this character is going to be good at, what this character is going to be not so good at. Upgrade-wise, I have swapped out the Spirit Shield that I was using, which is over here. The Spirit Shield has been swapped out for a Dark Force spawn here. This gives us more to curses, gives us some curse rate. And then I just socketed and threw in a perfect diamond for the resistances. And I have also swapped out the Heart of the Oak that we were using for a Black Hand Key that has +3 curses and 2 Necro skills. And those have been the majority of the big upgrades that I've made. My belt is swapped out for a 10 FCR belt. My boots are slightly better, but they're more or less the same as they were. My necklace will hopefully get replaced. And yeah, that's kind of it. And then mercenary wise, I have swapped, as you saw at the end of the last VOD, I have swapped officially for a Battle Order Whirlwind Barb here, who's just using 3-piece of the Immortal Kings set. He's got an Endariel's Visage in, he's got Trangle's Belt and Gore Riders on, and that is his whole setup. And yeah, with that, we're just kind of going to roll right into it. I'm going to start up a stream here, and then and we're just going to get recording. And I will say we'll have music playing. Sorry if that's not really your whole thing. I normally record that on the side and turn off music this time around. I don't know, because it's the last day. I just feel like opening up a little bit, so I'll have music. Anyway, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in just a second. Here we are. It is time to do some gaming. Oh, let me turn that off. Okay. So, I have done a couple of maps of this character. And my biggest determination has been this character is not great at single target, but is pretty solid. Is quite solid when it comes to clear speed. Like AoE and everything is great. It's just single target is kind of lackluster. And also, apparently map bosses also cannot be affected by Decrepify, as I've learned. I don't remember how long it was in that time was, so I'll do a map next open. But overall though, we're just kind of doing some random shit today. I'm having a few drinks because I feel like it. We're gonna just do some random clears of shit. At the end of the night, for the end of this stream setup, I will probably do declone. I have the stuff for declone, so I will do. It looks really weird going green there. I have the stuff for declone. I have all that. If I get I guess if I get another tier 3 guy here, maybe I'll even buy one. I'll quickly showcase just the ancients as well on my SummonZon, my decoy SummonZon. But that's kind of it. That's kind of all I have. I did do Uber Tristram earlier. Uber Tristram's actually, at least on, this is difficulty 0, right? But at least on difficulty 0, it's not that bad on decoys on. And I did get this Hellfire Torch. So Hellfire Torch, pretty good. Pretty good if I had a fucking paladin, but there it is. And I got a Jaw rune today. It was again on Corrupted Cows. Drop that Jaw rune, which feels nice. And I'm trying to think of what else I dropped today. Oh, I dropped the Mara's Kaleidoscope as well. Mara's Kaleidoscope also dropped today, which is now sitting on my Amazon. So I will show that a bit later. And then I corrupted it, and it just hit It hit more energy, was it. It just hit a little bit more on the energy for stats. That was it. So, bit of a bummer, but the rest of it's fine. So we'll go kill Andariel too for the hell of it. Why not? And then we'll reset and probably just run a map. Unless the corrupted zone is somewhere interesting. Let's see, if it's every 15 minutes, be what, 6 minutes, I think? I believe it was Arcane Sanctuary when I stopped, which, like, I guess Arcane Sanctuary could be okay? Arcane Sanctuary is okay, but I don't really have any characters that are built for speed farming that place. Like, this guy's okay at that, but he doesn't have the greatest movement or anything like that, right? Like, I have teleport. I have the teleport staff. I got Nash's Puzzler here. I have my own teleport. Yeah, so basically I have Nash's. I have my own teleport that's on like a 5-second cooldown, and that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So, not the speediest character. Oops, there. Get over there. Look how far the curses reach. It's actually nuts. They also go so slow while they're affected by it. It's so funny. Oh, she got hit by... I think that's Weaken is her primary curse, which that's fine. Ah, Circlet. Circlet could be interesting. It won't be, but it could. Good to see you. Alright, what do we got? Garbage. 2 LE skills. As expected. I will turn down the radio. There we go. Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. And okay. Great. Flare jungle, flare dungeon. Oh no, so I guess this one is probably what's gonna reset in 4 minutes here. Flare jungle actually is not bad for this character because we have such good AoE and there's so many like packs of enemies around. There's so many packs of enemies around that are like tightly grouped that it's actually kind of nice, but we are not going to be concerned about that. This character has been a lot of fun, though. I think the only thing that's really like a bummer when it comes to this character is that magic immunes are well and truly a death sentence, and that there are quite a few things in the game that just randomly can't be. Well, I mean, I guess it's not entirely randomly, but there's quite a few things in the game that just can't be cursed. Like inanimate objects and turrets and that kind of shit, but it's really fun to just set up like that and then just pop a whole group of enemies, especially because we can apply, since I got Dark Force Spawn now, we can apply 4 curses to an enemy, so we actually get to do even more just curse popping on enemies. I have like, that's the 3rd of this thing that I've seen. Would it hit? Magic items. It's actually probably one of the better results it could have hit. I want to corrupt one of these until it bricks. Socketed twice. It's pretty good. And it's the only non-corrupted one now. Of course, they all live. 289 enhanced damage, actually. That's kind of good. I mean, of all of these, the worst one would certainly be this one, probably. Socketed twice. Also, I mean, Socketed twice is good. Why did they all live? I wanted one to die. Alright, whatever. With that, in we go. I actually... Oh. Man, I still am cursed to just not know what layouts are what. I genuinely do not know what is what in this game still. It's like I run a layout one time, and then I like will make another character, and I'll be playing it, and I will have immediately forgotten what the fuck that layout is. Like, I just don't know. I am such an idiot when it comes to that. Specifically in this game, although it happens a little bit in like, well, it happens somewhat in Path 2. It happens sometimes in Path 1. It happens in Path 1 specifically one time every season. Because they'll do the full reset of what maps are in the pool. And I'll be like, what is that map layout? What are we talking about here? And then I'll go run it, and I'll be like, oh, this fucking map. And then I have refreshed my memory for them, but I tend to forget at least for a little bit. Yeah, look at the nice clear that we get. We literally just run around, we just set up all of our curses, and then just pop. So that's certainly been the big upside to this character and this playstyle has just been having that just giga pop. I do think that because bosses can't be affected by Decrepify, I've just been pumping levels into Weaken now, because Weaken's kind of nice to have as well. But I honestly, especially now that I'm running this guy, so I'm running Sigmund, I actually almost feel like running or putting 20 levels into amp damage would be better too. But at the same time, for the sake of like the clear that's good, like the clear is really nice. For the sake of clear being very nice, I kind of want to keep, or at least for the sake of being comfortable, I kind of would prefer to keep Decrepify, because at least every other target can be decrept. Like, all of these guys can be decrepified, so it ends up being still really comfy. It's just, I don't know, one of those 50-50 kind of deals. I put amp damage on my F2, right? Yeah, okay. Trying to make sure I'm not entirely crazy. Just partially. I think the upgrades that this character needs would be a better chess piece, of course, which I'm not entirely sure what his best chess piece would be, what his best slot would be. I guess Enigma, go figure. I guess it would be Enigma, but I don't know. Maybe even a Fortitude would be pretty decent, just for the cast speed. Although does Fortitude, I don't remember, does Fortitude give levels? I forget if it gives any levels. If it doesn't, it might not be worth it. Maybe just a Skin of the Viper Magi too. It's possible just a Skin of the Viper Magi would be better. Ow. Oh, there's still a Midor around. I thought I got that guy. Oh, he's on this side? Where the hell is it? Who the hell has the Midor? Killing all sorts of people, and I'm still seeing a Midor around. Who is he? I think whoever it was. Oh, never mind. Heavenly Stone. That in there. The one thing that is kind of annoying, the only thing that's like kind of annoying with Dark Horse spawn is that since we reanimate as Oblivion Knight sometimes, we have these guys following us, is they will kind of overwrite one of our curses, or they will try to, and then we have to kind of like take it back basically. That could be kind of annoying, but also at the same time, it's kind of okay. You can just do, instead of doing the full 4 curse setup that we have, you can actually just do 3, and then let these guys curse something as well. Because they usually curse with like amp damage. So you can just kind of let them curse something. and then just use that as your fourth curse. Another Might Aura, huh? Oh, and Mad Aura. It's like two fucking scariest auras in the game right next to each other. Here. Thankfully, not a bunch of nothing burger in it, so. Oh, the eggs can't be cursed as well. I guess that makes sense. The little guys though certainly can be, so it ends up not being that big of a deal. Who the fuck is the boss of this map? Bro, why do I like literally not remember anything about this map? Well and truly do just lobotomize myself after every single one of these maps, I guess. The only one that I have remembered is I don't even remember how to say it, but the Phlemegathon, the Phlegm map. Fucking whatever the Phlegm map is called, because I don't like that map. It's ridiculously long. It has so it would probably be okay with this character. I was kind of debating on running it with this guy. I was debating running it because it's really long and it's kind of annoying, but the enemy type shouldn't really cause this particular character too many issues. It caused a lot of issues with my decoys on, specifically because the decoys are idiots, and Strafe is also like, because that character, like, you can also use Strafe yourself, and Strafe itself is kind of not great in the sense that you will. Strafe itself is not terrific because you'll just keep firing. Like if I want to target one specific enemy, but there's a group of enemies around, it will only shoot one arrow at the enemy that I'm looking at, and then it spreads to the other targets. And so Strafe can be annoying because of that. And that was something that was annoying me, especially on that map. Any maps that have like summoners on them were really, really annoying because of that. Here, icon play resocket. Tasty. Not my favorite drink, but will do. Death mask. Is that Tarasha? Tarasha death mask? It is. It is, brother. It's not a terrific roll. It's okay. Interrupt it. Hello. Punish life plus 28. Oh, that's the map. Oh. I see. Now I understand why shit was hurting. It's like, let me. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, I definitely got my guy killed there. Oopsies. Sorry, Sigmund. That was my bad. I did not mean to. Did not mean to blood warp into that. Okay. So once again, life that, because we just cannot decrepify this boss, which is, again, it's kind of lame. Ow. Get in there, you dumbass. Like we still do like okay single target damage. We still do okay single target damage. It's just not the best. It's certainly not the best. So That's kind of like my one gripe. Like, you know, that right there, it's not bad, right? You know, we were able to kill that thing, and it wasn't that big of a deal. It's just not as good as a lot of other characters. Like when I think of my decoy character and everything, like that character shredded some bosses. 456. Oh, dude, all I need is a Burr rune, and then I could make Enigma. I'm sure that'll happen. Cope. I would need some other good drops to be able to trade into a Burr. I guess I could reasonably trade one. I could reasonably trade for a Burr and then make one and then just have an Enigma. I just also don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't ultimately think it's that huge of a deal to like really make about it. I'm kind of not. But you know, we'll keep going in this map for 5 minutes. I don't know what the reset was for this 15-minute stretch, but I'm curious enough to see what the one at 45 is going to be. So we will hop out of here at 45 and just see what we're going to get. I don't know if there's any way to know like what the next is, but I never bother really looking at what the zones are going to be. There are some cows though are indeed a really fun zone with this build. Oh hey, that's Mavina's. I actually might have all of Mavina's with the bow. There actually might be an entire set of Mavina's right there. The clutch, yep. So I think I have everything. Which is a pretty good like budget, pretty good budget set for Boazon for a good while. Not that I'm going to make a Boazon. I already have my decoy build, and I'm not making any other characters this little season here in Project G2. I had a lot of fun though. It was really good timing, especially for me, because like there just really aren't any other games out right now. I mean, in the sense of like there weren't a ton that I felt like I could actually sink enough grind time into to make me want to Saigons? To really make me want to like a whole lot, and I was kind of starting to itch for that. So this season really came in at the perfect time, and then I had a lot of fun just doing some random builds, trying some random shit out. I'll go finish some other games. As much as I really haven't been super duper enthusiastic about playing Doom Dark Ages. I know if you are somebody that likes that game, by all means. Hey, let's see what we get. Yeah, Handtail. Get out of here. But if you are somebody that likes Doom Dark Ages, you know, more power to you, by all means. Maybe I'm just too jaded by it, but I don't know. There's quite a few things, but I really have not been super jazzed about playing it. Like it does not scratch my Doom itch the same way that like Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 did. Like those were so good. It's been kind of it was kind of disappointing. I wanted to like it, I really genuinely did, but I don't know. It just hasn't done anything for me, so alas. I do still want to finish it though. I want to see how the story ends, all that kind of good stuff. So that's kind of what's on my docket. I might try out another game or two. Is that you? That was. Might try out another game or two though while I'm being chilling. I know I have a bunch of stuff on my backlog. Because as soon as the Path of Exile season shows up, that's just everything else goes out the window. Alright. I guess I'll save this guy. Not that I really anticipate that I'm gonna suddenly drop a fur rune, but you know, who knows? Maybe we'll be surprised. I'm gonna give it that war. Who cares? Let's sell this shit really quick. Ooh, 10 FCR. Probably a better belt. 46 life. Does this replenish his life? Fire, poison, res, lightning. Yeah, that is indeed a bit better. You take this. All right. Throw all this stuff into mustache. That back. And let's see what the zone is. Do the damn river flame. That's not really anything exciting, honestly. I guess I'll go kill the Hephaestus? That's his name. I'll kill Hephaestus really quick, why not? But this overall isn't a zone I really care about either. I think he's gonna be right here too, so thanks. God, the Whirlwind Barb is so funny to have as a mercenary. Breathes his own in. That's fanatic for it. Oh yeah, I guess realistically I mentioned the other two things, but Endariel's Visage I also got just today. I actually had some really big drops today, which felt great because I just hadn't had anything for a long ass time, and all of a sudden it's just like suddenly just get hit with a bunch of back-to-back drops. Feels good, man. That is still something that that Diablo 2 has down extremely well, is just almost that feeling of like, oh man, I haven't gotten anything for a while, and then you all of a sudden get a couple really big hits, and you're like, oh shit, this is what we're in here for. Which is also like how I feel like how Path of Exile plays a lot of the time too, at least for me, where it's like, and I haven't seen anything for a while, and then you hear the tink of a divine orb or something, you're like, oh shit, we're so back. Up. Body. Hephaestus as well is not over this way. There? Don't know actually. It's gonna be one of those kind of strange setups. I guess I'm also getting World Stone shards here though, so I guess I won't be too complaining about that. Oh boy. I on the other hand will want to get away from that one. There we go. Another World Stone shard. Damn. Whole bunch of them out this way. Oh, he's like way far back. Okay. Alrighty then. I don't really think I can. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I'm gonna be able to blink back over there as much as I would like to. I did not think that was gonna reach. I also don't know who keeps casting Enchant Weapon. I don't think it's my guy, so think it's the Oblivion Knights. Unless this has, like... No, this has Venom. I wish he could cast Venom on himself. That would actually be really huge. So I don't think he has anything. Yeah, so it should just be... I believe it is that when the Oblivion Knights are summoning, that they can cast Enchant Weapon on you. I just did not realize that was a thing. So my weapon sure has some... Oh, boy. Oh, bye, Stone. Nothing crazy out of both out of him and not a zone I really care to farm, honestly. It just does not tickle my fancy. It's kind of weird being like, I'd almost rather farm Flare Jungle than that. Heraldic Shield. Ana. No. I should have looked at what Skin of the Viper Magi actually runs for. Let's see. Be interesting to see if picking one of those up would have been cheap enough and worth it. Anything? Nope. Okay, we'll just do another map. We'll hop into something else. I should try to run tier 3s, I guess. So you know what? As much as I really don't like it, it's the Phlegm map. We're going in. So back room. Orb Jewel, any rune. Power runes are still what I have the most of. I do think at the end of the day today, also, that's Burr right there. I think I'm going to go through the line, and I want to upgrade all of my runes and see how high I can go. I want to expect I can maybe get to Vex. Maybe. Actually, probably not. I don't even think I get to Vex. I know I at least get to Ist, maybe Gull. I guess that would potentially be the highest, maybe. Maybe I get to Gull. I don't think any of this where I have is anywhere near high enough to push me to get further. I don't think it's. Funny, though. We got additional armor, extra cold, fire, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, 7 magic. Might be a bit annoying. We'll just have to find out, though. We find out the hard way. That's what we do. So this map, I don't like, just due to the enemies that are here. But again, I think we have enough AoE now, and being able to control what I'm targeting should make this hopefully a lot easier and be a better clear. But I'm not a huge fan of this map regardless. It's just way too big. This map could be toned down by several. It's a line. Like it's very much you don't have a ton of directions that you're going. You just follow the one path. So it's linear. That's the word I'm looking for. It's linear, but it is not. It's not a fun linear. It just takes way too long. It takes way too long. You have summoners, you have slingers, like. You got moon lords as well. Like you just got too much going on this map, man. Oh, that's right, there's council members here too. Ooh, excuse me. Stop chucking spears at me. Ow. God, this guy's hurt. Oh, I was cursed as well. I see. Okay. That makes a lot more sense as to why that hurts so bad. Cedar bow. Oh, isn't that just the cuckoo flame thing or whatever? Find one, sure, we'll take a look. Cuckoo Shikaku, that's the one. That's the one. Fun for early game. I started, ow. Started a Boazon. I think it has literally been years ago since I played that character. Oh, bitch. Okay, I should. Not having any way to actually leave these guys laying in rest is also annoying. Ow. Okay. Lost temple map. Oh, that rock is right in my way. Ow. 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 Well, it's good to see that even on a build with crazy clear, I still really don't like this map. Oh my god. These random little objects in the way of the map, so I can't just spam my curses is also getting to me. Fallen Shamans are like oddly tanky too. Give me that. I have any fun. All that is garbage. I didn't even mean to pick that up. That doesn't matter. Roach getting fucked up by everything? Guess so. Oh yeah, I guess slingers are probably honestly destroying the clay golem, now that I think about it. Yeah, shamans feel oddly tanky. I guess I'm just used to them from, you know, Act 1, where they fall over in half of a second. So I'm having any kind of life on them or whatever. Just feels strange. I did also, I used to have Heavenly Garb on my Mercenary. I was running that for a while on him for the Sanctuary aura that it gives. But I honestly felt like I think it's a level 5 Sanctuary aura. And I just kind of started to feel like that just by itself was not enough. It just didn't really hardly feel like it mattered. And I think it's mostly because anything that was, you know, immune to magic, it would break their resistances, yes, but then they were still so ridiculously tanky to magic damage afterwards that it didn't matter that their resistance was broken. Or at least they were very tanky to the magic damage that this build puts out, specifically. And so I was like, okay, well then this is just, I might as well just lean into, you know, the Mercenary just dealing more damage. Give him something better that makes him a little bit tankier too. And just go from there, because clearly what we have right now just does not matter. And I do think it was the right choice. I do think he's a lot tankier. He's just running around with the Mortal King now. He's Immortal King set, or at least the 3 pieces of it. And then he's Gore Riders and Dariel's Visage. And he seems to be doing extremely well with that. Oh, I do not want to get fucking charged by all those guys at the same time. I will explode. Hey, eligible. Sanatorium. I guess. It is a bit of a bummer. Well, actually, I can imagine that the 7% magic absorb here is also probably not doing me any favors. But I just really need, all that I really want to run tier 3 maps for is to hopefully get a stupid Sigil of Korlik. If I can get one of those to drop, I don't even really care anymore, because I kind of just want to have I just want to get my decoys on, run that again. I'm not going to push bosses or anything with this character. I just don't think it would go well. I think it would be really uncomfortable, as a matter of fact. So I think this character is very much so just a stick to clear with him. Stick to doing things with clearing. You know, we can do mapping. Mapping's pretty much fine. We can do corrupted zones with him. We can do a couple other things, but I think as far as like actually pushing bosses goes, no. And it's probably largely because of like all the limitations that they have, as far as, you know, we can't use Decrepify, and a lot of the bosses also, I think they have curse resistance to a degree, because I feel like curses last far shorter of a time on bosses than normal targets. I am overburdened. Actually, do I even care about this? No. No, I do not. I do not need 30k gold. I'll be real. So, this character is kind of, you know, it's pretty niche. I do think, ultimately, that the next time I feel like doing a spellcast Necro, like, as fun as this character has been, and I really don't have, like, it's not like I'm upset about this character or anything, but I do think the next time I run a spellcast Necro, I'm going to stick to Bone Spear and the likes, because I just think Bone Spear is... I do think that just Bone Spear is overall just a better build, most likely. Would be curious to try, like, teeth and shit, too, because that looks like it could potentially do some... Just seeing, like, how many teeth you can get out there, like, might be fun to try to, like, do, like, a shotgun setup with that, too. So, I don't know. But that'll certainly be for the future. I do think, I've talked about it before, but I think that the next builds I'll do next time, whenever Season 12 comes out for this, unless there's something else going on, but I would certainly come back over here for Season 12. And I would probably do a Martial Arts Assassin and a Elemental Druid. I'd want to do Elemental Druid first, though. Like, I would want to start Ele Druid, because I really like Elemental Druid spells. Get the champion. Crap. There's like 3 enemies over there, and it's... Oh. Fanatics I can curse, yeah. idiots just keep respawning, guys. Dragging me back over here. I think those guys have a decent... it might just be that the shamans actually have decent... I think they just have decent magic resist, honestly. Which I suppose makes an amount of sense. I think those are probably the tankiest, the magic resist, and then they're probably the tankiest to magic resist, and they have magic absorb on this map too, so it's just making these guys more annoying. Because even at a full stack, it like chunks them for maybe a quarter of their life, even with 4 curses on them. Like yeah, that's pretty slow. Comparatively, especially, because like those guys just get 1 tap while they have 4 stacks on them. Ghostly, I can still curse that. Champion doesn't matter. Is there a possessed guy here? Thankfully not. I guess at the very least, now that my dude actually has some pretty good setup, especially his Immortal King getting corrupted to more Deadly Strike and corrupted the Deadly Strike, and it also hit enhanced damage. Like that's a pretty damn big hit for strictly for from a damage perspective. Oh yeah, try. I forgot. Speaking of said amulets, I also got Talrasha amulet earlier. Finally, that's just tankreds. Yeah, I did finally get one of those earlier, which was also pretty nice. Seeing a cramp load of amulets this league. Whoop. Ow. I am wondering how the boss on this map is gonna go. I'll be real. Hopefully it goes okay, but that guy can be kind of a menace. I guess hopefully my guy, I guess, survives. Ow. Quit chucking spears, you fuck. I know that's your whole shtick, but also stop doing it. That hurts. Okay, and demon hides. Sure, why not? Oh, he was so slow from the Decrepify. He started off so fast. Oh, that guy was actually still pretty fast even with Decrepify on. It's so weird. He sometimes just looks like he just stands there, which I guess he might be. He might just be aura farming sometimes, honestly. And full. Oh, I'm so full. I want boots though. Give them to me. I thought so. I thought I had an extra potion hanging around. And I... Please just die. Man, even on this map, I was like, man, I have good clear, should be okay. It still takes for fucking ever. I honestly, and once again, I still feel like it's because of the shamans. I felt like that with my decoys on, because the shamans were just in the way a lot, and I couldn't really like target them because the strafe will just target randomly. But now I'm still feeling it here because they that's what's set ward is that? I'm not remembering. But I think because now it's between the Reviver guys, it's a mix of like the Reviver guys, which then is bringing my like my my mercenary back to go deal with them. Abex Core. Ondals. Oh, this is part of this set. Wondering why I didn't like really recognize it. You know, we're gonna go back. I just have so much shit in my inventory right now. Let's just go back. Good grief, man. Right, what's that? What are we working with here? In damage, we're working with a whole bunch of fucking garbage is what we're working with. All affixes, it could be rerolled, I guess, so I suppose I'll hold it just for the sake of maybe rerolling. 3FR, some other stuff, and if it had life on it, I'd probably hold that, but alas, it does not. I'm gonna stick this in there, whatever. Pull these guys out. This, I just want to go in here so that it can be rerolled at some point. I'll just spend all my gems rerolling that or something. This guy. Nothing. What's this? Garbage. This? Garbage. God, so much gold out of this. 895k, and I'm still not even done with the map. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. I'm almost tempted to grab that just to see if the melee sword gets better attack frames with the Berserker Axe than she does with the Phase Blade. We might, honestly. But again, I don't really think I'm going back to that melee sword. It's a fun little test build, but I just I think I made like a couple of mistakes on that character, mostly just in gearing, and they're too costly of mistakes for me to fix now. Well, I mean, they could be fixed. I'm not going to fix them. Or I should say, I don't really care to fix them. Next time I feel like playing a Sork, I will do a true spellcaster Sork build, but melee stuff will still be on the back of my mind. Maybe if I get like enough stuff to make like the beast rune word one day, do like a beast sorceress, because I hear that's pretty good. Crap, beast Sork. Why do the shamans have to be so tanky? Why must they be so cringe? Move up. Occasionally we get to deny the resurrection of these unholy guys just by virtue of Dark Flame Skull reanimating them, but for the most part, we sure don't. Boy, a Tur rune, hell yeah. Alrighty. Please tell me we're close to the end. 14% Ethereal Balrog skin. Dash pretty interesting. You know what I maybe should do? What might be a good meme? Let's kill this back out. What are you? Oh, 771. Dash pretty good. Let's just try to throw a little bit of confusion in there. Let's just do a little bit of that. Maybe that helps some. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows, man? Oh, diadem, actually. That's pretty nice. I don't think I've used a single Charcy on this character. I also haven't seen a diadem in a while, too, so... If I got a better one than what I'm wearing, I would not be upset. I don't really know like what else I'm necessarily looking for. Mine just has +2 Necro levels and some all-res, and then I threw an rune in there just to give it more all-res. That's pretty much it. So I guess we got like, I don't know. I guess run walk speed. Run walk speed is a thing. So run walk would be nice. As would. Run walk would be nice, and if we could get life as well. I mean, I would take life. Ow. Ow. Jesus. I also accidentally double tapped my big pink potions. Not the big pinkies. There. Glug, glug, glug. Where is my hairbrush? Ow. Give me that. You spear truckers. Bastards. Baby. God. Bastion keep map. Yeah, I might just God, they just keep coming. Got it. It's I can't believe how much I hate this map. Even as somebody that has really high AoE, I still just hate this map. This map is just not fun. Oop. I was really trying to cope and be like, maybe I could use it, and you know, maybe we just have enough AoE and I'll be able to just shove through and we'll be good. Nope. There are just so many fucking enemies. They're all so annoying. This is definitely my absolute least favorite map. Ow. don't even know where all these slingers are coming from, like, bro. How are you guys still living? Ow! I think my only other downside with this build, pretty fucking noisy. It's pretty noisy of a build. It just sounds, it's very much like Corpse Explosion-esque noise over and over again, just a little bit different. But just hearing that for a very long period of time can be kind of annoying. Firestorm, Holy Fire Aura, Fast Attack Skills. I don't want to disrupt that. What is this thing? I'll strike. That's right. That's right. I know of that thing. I've seen it many a time. Okay. Come on, little buddy. We gotta be getting close. It's always unfortunate too, where it's like I wish I could just teleport through shit, but the problem is that there are the pack size of certain areas will also be so big that it would just be like I would teleport. It would be like teleport, fine, you're fine, and then you're dead. And that would literally be the extent of it. It would be I teleport and then all of a sudden I'm dead. So I can't even like really try to push speed that much in here because it's very linear. Fuck. The wrong thing. I want the sigil. Sigil of Corlick too. Fuck. Give me 3 marks of sinful devotion. My hearing Wingbeat Lucian. Ah, it's a Lucian fight. Okay. I have not done any of the Lucian stuff. That's actually the first thing I think I've seen in general be able to fight Lucian. I don't know what else you need. I guess my assumption is maybe the Hellfire Ash stuff. So it might be like E-Clone, Hellfire Ash, whatever. Like if E-Clone dropped something, it'd be that plus Hellfire Ash plus that you randomly get from maps. Make like an amount of sense to me. I guess at the very least I'm gonna level off of this map. Try to look for the silver lining somewhere. Try to look for it somewhere while I'm in the middle of despair. Perfect amethyst. I did kind of want to do some more crafting as well. I have some amulets that are high level 91 sitting around, so I'll probably try that as well. Holy shit, we're finally at the entrance to the boss fight. No raising. Ow. No raising fallens. Get out of here. Lay down the law of the land, mercenary. It's so funny when the charging guys just like stop, because I think it's because they reach the end of their dash. They can't just dash till forever. It's just so funny. It's just like they're like, I'm tired. All right, I give up. Perfect topaz. Yippee! Alright, I kind of really need to clear around the outside here too. Unfortunately, I think the boss can just kind of be anywhere. He can just be anywhere in this main area. Okay, he's like right there. Ow. Yeah, these fucking undead unholy corpses are gonna be actually very annoying for this boss. Holy shit, he's so fast. I put life tap on him. There it is. I knew this guy was gonna be a real pain in the dick. Well, shit. Not gonna be a good time. I don't even know if my mercenary is gonna be able to live, like, at all. I'll have to spam, kind of try to spam potions on him if I can. Oh, it's down there. Is this Rathma then? I wonder if this is Rathma. I am not sure. I can go on me belt. Okay. Climb back out. Saw dude. Let's just throw that down there. Quarter dead. God. This guy was pain even on my, it wasn't that bad actually on my SummonZon. I could just log on my SummonZon and just come in and kill him really quick. That might be the play, because I just deal with this guy. Oh my god, he just like ripped my guy. Well, shit. Alright, yeah, I'll just go get my... Let's go bring the big guns in, I suppose. I'm gonna res my guy. Yeah, it really is. It truly is just single target. Single target's just a little bit too sus. What is this? 109? This is 109. Yeah, bounce. Oh, right. I forgot my portal wasn't going to stay there. I've cleared pretty much the entire map. I should mostly just be able to teleport around a decent bit. And this character's actually got a lot of speed. Oops. Up, brother. There was somewhere I saw I could cut across, and it would have been a shortcut. There was two. Was it around here? Could have been around here. Yeah, right there. Right, that's all that stuff. Ow. Ceremonial jab does not matter. Ow. They're also mean. Owie zowie. Pretty sure we're close. Yep, there he is. And there we go. All he dropped is a row of crypts map. Right. Great. Thanks, man. That was what I wanted. I guess whatever. I guess I get, that's my punishment for bringing in the big guns, I suppose. Is that better than what you have?
I put that to good use.
Alright, whatever. And let's make 110. Cold Plains and the Cave, huh? I don't think I care about that. Bam. Alright, let's see. Oof. Yeah, I guess we'll just do a little bit more farming. Oops. Or gotta set up Link again. Man, I also forget how fucking fast my Amazon was, because, you know, she gets she has that extra move speed from the passive and magic. The passive and magic thing, so she just has giga move speed, and I always forget. And then between that and the vigor aura from my mercenary on that character, I always forget how fucking fast she is, and then hop on and just your way through the entire map. I was like, oh shit, that's right. You be zooming. Call me a corporate business because we're zooming on that character. Oh. Oh, right, I forgot. I just have life tap on now. I can, in fact, decrepify and Dariel. Andy can be decrep. Her ankles are weak. That's why she can be decrepified. And Duriel can be decrepified because he's got so many ankles. He's got a lot of targets for me to hit. Now, Bale does too, but he's been working out, so he gets a pass. Hey, the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper. If I ever did another Poison Strike build, as suboptimal as it would most likely be, I would probably make it with with a two-hander. I kind of want to do it with. I kind of want to do it with some kind of scythe. Although I think you still can do. I think you can still use venom on a two-hand weapon like a scythe like that too, because I don't think that actually matters. I believe that it is that venom is literally just 3 socket weapons, so I could ultimately still just make venom on a scythe base, and it would be suboptimal for sure. I think comparatively, because the get things like homunculus and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't want to try it out. I rarely use two-handers in Diablo 2. Like, the most two-hander I use is, the most I use of two-handers is bows. Because most of the time, I think most of the time two-handers just aren't worth it. I actually wonder if there is a build where two-handers are more ideal. Like, the only thing I could think of would be maybe, like, Shapeshift Druid? Right? Because you still get some, you can get some really good attack speed while you're shapeshifted. And there she goes. That'll stop. Oh, right, fans. And I could have used that for my sorceress when I was leveling her, but alas. No such luck. No such luck. Okay, how long did that have? Oh, we like just started that. And I was... Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Is let's see if I can buy a Sigil of Corlic from somebody really quick. Yeah. See if I can... I'll even pull over here. Let's take a quick plate here. Sigil of... Oh, wait, that's property. That is not name. Sigil. Corlic. That's the one. Online in game. Let me double check that that's the only one that I'm... Nano Italic. Pretty sure, but I have to double check. Got 15. Holy. 21 pieces for 1 Hyron. What if I just want 1? Can I just have yours? Oh, right. I forgot I have this shit in here, too. Let's also give this to Charcy.
Good day.
We got Druid Skiller. Druid Skiller. I think quite a few Druid items. Does not do anything that spectacular outside of be a Druid item. And also I'm gonna corrupt that for the hell of it. Why not? YOLO. 273. Wow. AMAC 12 and alrighty. Neolithax Temple. What are you doing? Thanks. Oh, make song. 95 cast rate. ETA. Got Ormus's robe. Griffin. Mage Fist. Some other stuff. I respect it. I respect it. Yep. I don't even remember what I was on. I think I was on 111 now. Yep. Still planes in the cave still for me. Dude was where else? Okay. Let's do some of that. Do all of this. Okay. There's last sigil. That is a very interesting roll, I feel like, on this 60 IAS. Plus, actually, what does it have? Have original? Did it have more than... I have another one of these hanging around. god. Oh god. Flame Bellow, there we go. Aha, okay, so it hit 20% more. So it went to 60%, and then instead of 235, it's at 273. Actually, still less. I mean, ethereal is ethereal, so that is what it is. But that's a pretty good roll. That is pretty damn good. Yeah, F1. I don't even know what I don't think I would ever do anything with that. But I'll hold both of them just because fucking why not? I suppose. All right, let's I guess just because of the fact that we have such a nothing burger of a corrupted zone going on right now, and that map was so cringe to me. Let's try our hands at well, let's do the ancients first. We'll do these guys. Hopefully, I've done them before. They were not a big deal, but we will see if that continues to be the case. 2, 3. Oops. Valkyrie's died. One of the Valkyries died. All the dead. I am pretty sure that they get a pretty sizable damage increase against summons. Calls off the Madawak. Okay. Oh, there we go. I'm pretty sure they do get a sizable damage increase against summons, but not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so what do we get? Oh, shit. Demon Hide Armor. Is this, oh, Skin the Fired one. That's right. Okay. Never mind. Charm. That's another Deeds. Yep. That's a pretty shit roll. Not gonna lie. I'll put it over there for now. Wait. Take that. Take that. Mesh Belt. That should be Tarasha? Yep. Well, 40 mana. Dark Clan Crusher. Weird Skiller, 206. Not a terrific roll there. Not bad, but not terrific.
Possible.
Awesome. Oh, that's right. I have a shitload of potions in there. Right. Before I did that. Standard heroes. Heroes. Anything else? I feel like I didn't really see that much
I can't carry it
pop
now.
this time around. Little Phase Blade. Oh, grab it just for the sake of moving stuff along, but arm. Yeah, nothing wild. 2 paladin skill level. Not bad. Not heavy. I'll charm. Fondle. Yeah, I don't think there were any crazy good pops. I didn't hear anything on the loop filter. Yellow ornate plate, yellow grim shield. Some other stuff. I stood over here. Alright, doesn't really seem like there's anything crazy in there. That's fine. I mean, I could just go back in and pick up all that shit, but I am certified not going to. If that was 3%, I'd hold that, but alas, it is not. Faster hit recovery, lightning res, 8% as well. It's not bad. I already have a Tal Rasha, I'm just getting rid of it. I suppose I'll hold that. I think, actually, my Necro's light res is, I believe, his lowest stat, so I will indeed throw this in there. I can take a look at it later. Let's get a blade one. Oh, let's just get rid of this. Clan Crusher. There. That is indeed a jewel. Maps, everybody. Okay, and I think with that we can try so pull all this crap out. I really don't know what to expect. If it's just like declone from regular, like how he works in the game, but maybe like juiced a little bit. I really don't know, so I'm just kind of gonna YOLO it a little bit. So I'll do this many pinkies in here, and I do kind of want to still buy some mana potions just for the sake of having some. I'll do just like 7, whatever, that's fine. And yeah, we'll try that. So okay, now with that, we go to clone. Let's see if we can get anything. I might just die horrendously too. Who knows? Recommend a little 80. Yeah, this is tier 0, of course. I've not done anything like that. Cube to cycle difficulty tiers. I see. Yeah, I mean, I will just do difficulty 0. I don't know. I haven't done any of the higher difficulty cycling or anything. I don't know what to expect. And I don't really necessarily think that this build is probably super built for necessarily turbo built to do higher difficulty stuff, especially right now. So we'll just give it our best shot. See what happens. Whatever happens, happens here. But I think we're as ready as we can be with this character. This character was decently juiced. Ah, so you don't get your... Oh, this is gonna be problematic shit. That's gonna be problematic. Okay. Don't get your...
I need mana.
These guys cast. Ow. Ow. Yeah. Oh, do you just get one shot? Okay. I mean, as soon as I walked in there and saw everything that was in there, I was like, oh, that is indeed I was basically screwed as soon as I saw how that place is set up. Yeah. Yup. That's fine. Yeah, as soon as I walked in there and saw that oh, excuse me. God. I'm right there. As soon as I saw that it was just you had those the chained up guys on the walls there that are kind of like how Uber Tristram usually is, where they have all of the all of the Venom Lords usually have all of the immunities and everything. As soon as I saw that those guys were all there and had all of the immunities while they were up on the wall, I was like, oh, I'm actually screwed, because those guys were going to be immune, and I guess they were casting spells as well, but there was literally not anything I could do about the the spells that they were casting, but also the I didn't have any way to break their immunities. I mean, I guess I could have swapped to amplified damage because I have that on my back end. I just don't think it would have mattered. They probably still were too tanky for me to do anything about. And that was basically all she wrote. It didn't really matter all that much though. I think even if I had swapped and done amp damage, I don't really think I was living there. All right, well there's Declone. That was my first time ever seeing Declone and how he works in this game. So that is that's that. Which that's fine. He's pretty cringe. Pretty cringe, I won't lie, but also not that big a deal. What? Definitely, if I knew anything about that fight going into it, it probably wouldn't have been nearly as big of a deal. But I did not. Druid. Assassin. Just one assassin. That ain't it. Keep shifting. Alright, I have 2 more amulets. It is perfect. I have 2 more of those. 1, 2, 2. That in there. What? 2 paladin skill. What? Skill. What is this paladin one? 6 FCR. Stuff, whatever. You know what? Let's corrupt it too. Why not? Because it's actually at 2 and it's decent. Extra gold. Nah, that ain't it, chief. Also, it took my mercenary. How dare you? Go back. Be back, Gale. Thanks, brother. Alrighty. I do think there is a world where declone is doable on this character. But I am not gonna farm to get back to the point to be able to fight him again. That is just not happening. Black Marsh in the hole, huh? I guess. Ooh. There's the hole right there. Nice. Going hole. World Stone. World Star. Ouch. Not fair. Keep right. Oh yeah. I need to go make another drink too. The only main reason I was drinking tonight is because I have some beer that I've had sitting around for a while, and it was a nice day today. But I had some beer and stuff that I've had sitting around for a while that tastes awful. And normally I would just throw it away, but because I wanted to have a drink today, I decided to not. And just because it was a nice day. And I do at least have a my friends and I always did a mixer that you can do with beer that you don't like, where you just mix a bit of like some fruity juice into there, and it really takes the edge off of any terrible flavors that you have from a beer like that. So I have one more that I need to get through, and then it will be all gone, and I won't have to think about it anymore. There will be much rejoicing for me. And then I won't have any beer even on hand, which is also good, because I am Well, I don't really drink much in general, but I am still trying to actively lose weight and shit, so having any kind of beer on hand. I mean, again, the smart thing if I was, like, being, the smart thing if I was being very, serious would be to just throw it away. But, you know. We'll, just ignore that. Alright, so surely this is either a, what is it, whisk projector or a Saj? Surely. Nature's Peace. This is actually something I haven't seen. So I guess at the very least it's something different. Rare monster heals, slain monsters rest in peace. I'll only hit 3 on lightning res, the rest of this hit once. His damage taken, level 2 Oak Sage. I guess it's at least something different. I guess I'll corrupt it for the hell of it, but I'll take it. I'll take it, I suppose, in that sense. To the corruption chamber with you. To the penis explosion chamber. Oh, well. It hit 3 max lightning res, and then still also, and it gives lightning res, so, I mean, I guess, sure. Sure, man, whatever. Okay. That's it. Need a drink, so good. Alright, we're so back. Basically, I think the rest will go until this is gone, and I think we're done. But not a bad final night of Project D2ing, you know? Just did some random shiz. Forgotten Tower, okay. I guess we're going back to, I still Countess a little bit more. Why not? But yeah, I think I'll do maybe just like a run or 2 of this. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and I want to combine all of the runes that I have. I think I'm going to combine all the runes I've got. Probably after this run. And we'll see what I got. See what the highest thing is that I can make. It's probably not going to be very high. I mean, I guess it'll be relatively high in the sense that I have, like, I'll be able to make at least an Isk rune. Because I have, 1 Mal rune and 2 runes. So I will at least be making an Ist rune. But I don't think I'm going much higher than Ist. And I'm always curious how high up I can really combine those things every time I have them. Small charm. Matriarch. Oh, what a hit! 2-bone crossbow, only 2. Terrible. It hit cold damage and minus enemy cold stuff. Decent. Look how slow they go. The slow motion hit of the Decrepify is so funny. They just full freeze frame. Actually, well, I think we'll do. I think I'll do one more map with this character. I think we'll do this one run of the tower, just because, like, realistically, how just doesn't in this mod. So we'll just do. I think the highest she gave me was I think a Foul rune, which that I was like, oh, that's pretty decent for her. I mean, she can't. It's not like she can drop anything crazy high, you know, in base D2 or anything. But I feel like I've got consistently screwed by her in this mod, which I believe was by design, but that's kind of more or less supposed to. So yeah, I think we'll do one more map, and then I'm gonna combine all my gems after this because we'll get some gems or some runes from Countess here up there. That'd be crazy. Explosion. I mean, amulet at least. I mean, a Dole rune is actually comparatively what she usually gives me. A Dole rune ain't bad.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Deckard. Hello,
What
Chaucy.
can I do for you?
Buy that, and you can buy that. Right, and I guess let me make sure. Do I have a map already? I'll just run like some tier 2, I guess, right? Well, that's probably actually kind of decent. Just to do this map. Sure, screw it. Even though it's only blue, whatever, who cares? And all right, let's just do some. It's time to do some combining, brother. I need as stacks as I can get. Okay. I assume this won't work. As nice as that would be, I wish I could just click the combine and we'd go from there. But that's okay. So, L runes. Oh, do I have to do it one at a time? Oh, man. Well, one at a time it is. I mean, I guess it makes sense, so you don't accidentally screw yourself. But we're trying to screw ourselves here. Oops. Also, the fact that it like moves around randomly, is also annoying. If it just stayed stagnant, that would be great. Okay, so L runes are done. Can't do any more L runes. Per runes. Next on the list. I should also get some more keys. Get some more keys.
Hello.
There. Bum, 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 bum. I guess for the sake of recording, maybe, you know, I'll do all this a little bit later. For the sake of that I am recording this as well, I might as well just wait. I don't want to make anybody who happens to watch this be like, okay, he's just gonna stand here and just spam the button over and over again. I'll just make stream watch it. Anybody that is watching, and then I'll just resume when we have the final rune. But yeah, I think we'll do this map. I'll do all of the rune combining, and then I think we will just do a I'm gonna do kind of a retrospective of all of the characters that I made, and also talk about, like, you know, what could have made them stronger, like further directions that they could have been taken, etc. And then I think we will leave Project Diablo 2 with that. But it definitely was still a very fun season. I had a really good time playing some Project D2, and I'm glad they put it out. Glad I got to jump back in and play for a while. I will certainly be doing it again whenever they come out with stuff. I guess, you know, again, unless they're like releasing same day as like a Path of Exile patch, which we're gonna have to see. They Path of Exile. I mean, they did. The problem that I have, right? Okay, so I want to say, Jonathan had mentioned that they're planning to release content every 4 months now. And that effectively means that every 2 months, and this is every 4 months for both games. So every 4 months, Path of Exile 1 season, every 4 months, Path of Exile 2 update and release. And Jonathan mentioned, he was like, we think we're in a good enough place to be able to say that, and that that's what we're moving forward with, that's what we're doing. And on one hand, it's good to hear him say something, you know, about like what their timeline is. I've always figured that, like, oh, he's mad at me. I've always figured that they should have moved to. I mean, it had felt for a while like they were going to need to go to a 4-month schedule anyways, just with Path of Exile 2 demanding as many resources as it did, and it felt like everything kind of was getting delayed for a while anyway. So, like, I didn't blame them needing to do it, but my problem is them saying especially while they're in early access, is just continuing to make like promises to the community like that. Because now, if there's a season where, or if there's a time where we're not getting, where there isn't content every 4 months now. Well, now the whole community is gonna be like, well, you said back in here that that you'd be releasing stuff every 4 months, and now you're not. Like, what's the deal with that? And so it's just like it becomes a whole accountability thing, and it's, I know he released it in confidence. He was, said that in confidence that they can do that now, and I genuinely hope they can, because I'd love to have that much Path of Exile content essentially all the time to cycle through, unless I start to be like, this is too much content, now I'm burning out. But for the most part, for me, it initially sounds like a good thing. Ah. I just don't know how much, I don't know if they're going to be able to stay true to that. I hope they can. I certainly root for GGG to both figure things out, from, their own perspective of what they want to do and how they have everything set up, and to getting the game, both games, into the best state that they can be. Like, I'm always rooting for them, but I do know that it's tricky, and as soon as they promise anything, the community is like, is feral and will hold them to that for all time. So it's very tricky, which is very funny to me. It's so funny to me that the community for that War Traps? I think that's War Traps. Gotta be War Traps then, right? Yeah, sure is. 39, not a great roll. Not a terrific roll. It's okay. It's not great. Now, Death Lords do be hurt. Do be mighty tank. I'll probably just corrupt those for the hell of it too. Why not? Oh, hey, it's the nice. That event as well. I actually don't know how well this event is gonna go with those guys, to be real. These guys are pretty fucking tanky. Okay. Oh, rune. That's what we get from him. Okay. Bountiful craft. Rubies. Okay, we're getting some more. We'll be getting some more runes here to combine in later. I'm gonna have to go back for all this stuff for sure. Oh right, I was talking about the community and everything. It's so funny to me, just like how different the player base is between Path of Exile. That's just bone snuff. But it's funny to me how different the community is between Path of Exile and like Diablo 4. Also, my guy died. Which actually might be an okay time to go back to real quick. Unfortunately, these Death Lords just really wreck shit. But it's really funny, because anytime I think about, a season in Diablo 4, and I play a season in Diablo 4, and just how underwhelming it is. And you do get people in that game that do genuinely get very that are passionate and want Diablo 4 to be better. And they do get upset at when the devs essentially just reskin all of the leagues, and it's just another league with another power, and there's nothing really like too exciting going on in the game. And there are people that get angry with the devs, rightfully so, I think. But it's just it's so funny to me because like people will get angry and then they'll just kind of leave it alone. Or, that does not really matter to me. I'm not planning to use War Triumphs or do anything with it. Today's the last day, so we might as well just do random shit like that, right? But yeah, people will get you know, they'll get rightfully angry at the Blizzard devs and stuff, but ultimately nothing will come of it. They're very corporate. They know what market they're looking for and what market they're aiming towards, which is the far more casual player base, and they seem to be fine with whatever direction the game is going in because they have no plans to adjust it even in the upcoming future, because they gave the they showed off the rest of their their upcoming plans and everything. They showed everything off, and it's for the next year. It is just more of the same. It's just more powers, random quality of life, whatever they decide to add, which is, quality of life's always good. But it's just more powers. It's the same shit where it's just you're gonna go in, you're gonna do a thing, you're gonna have a power. It's gonna feel really, it's gonna make you feel pretty much busted, and it probably will be. It will never come core to the game. They won't add anything new to the game. Realistically, they might update something old or just reskin something for the season, but there won't be anything new that comes to the game, per usual. And there won't be anything new that comes to the game. They won't bring anything in, and that'll be the end of the season. And that'll be how it goes. Oh, that's right. This is where the map process, eh? Oh, I should actually put on Life Up. And that will be the whole season. That'll be all that there is. Oh, that's right. This boss. That's not good news. That will be all that we get, and it'll be really disappointing. And the community, the vocal minority will say something, because they'll be like, "Hey, what the hell is this?" Blizzard won't change anything. That'll be it. But then it always, like I said, it makes me laugh though, because it's like I cannot imagine the shitstorm that would come down upon GGG if they reused something, or if they did something like what Blizzard does for a season. If they reused or reskinned something, added a power to the game, reskinned something, reskinned Light, added a power to the game, and then left it at that. Maybe added a couple quality of lives, and that was it. That was all they added. The hellstorm that would come down upon them would be it would be crazy. And that's why it's always funny to me whenever I see that the Blizzard devs are not held to that standard, which either tells me that people really do believe in grinding your games to do better, or that they really just don't believe in the Blizzard devs. And it's always just really funny. I was the more I thought about it, the more I was like, wow, dude, if any of that happened, if any of this happened, GGG would be absolutely crucified. There's no shot. And it's even funnier to me because of the fact that at the end of the day, and I do think people complain a lot. People complain a lot and want more, always want more. And ultimately, Path of Exile is still a free-to-play game. It is a free-to-play game that is probably still the best ARPG on the market. I love Path of Exile. I have a tattoo of it. It is seriously, it's just such a damn good game, and I love it. And there is a lot of just good tidings that it has for me, and so it's always just funny because it's just it's so good, but people will always people will not. The community though is not satiable, right? Versus D4, and it's for a free to play game. The community gets very up at arms about things in it. And then you think of, you think about D4, it's like, that's a full price game. I mean, they at least have sales. They're not Nintendo. But, it's a full price game, and you have to buy the expansion as well if you want access to some stuff too. And they still are like, they're like so lazy about what content they give people. I want to share a room. I kicked my ass, you possessed ghost. I can't do anything about you. God, Deathlords are just so ridiculously tanky for like no reason. I really can't do anything about that possessed ghost. He's just free to live. Yeah, like I said, this build definitely has its downfalls, and that is certainly one of them. Is just possessed enemies. It feels so random that you can't that you just can't curse them. Like why? It would also be kind of nice if you could curse powers and shit. Like, it's not a huge deal. You can largely just ignore them. You usually have a teleport, and you just kind of get around it and say whatever. But it would be nice if you could curse the... Oh, that's right. I forgot. I do need to keep clearing this map. I was like, could I just leave this map? And then I was like, wait a second. I have more treasure gobos to get. Speaking of, there's one nearby. That bastard. That bastard. There goes. All right, we got one more to get. Once we get hit, once we get the last, once we get the last guy, I'll just leave this map though. Kill the map boss, and that's kind of the only thing that really matters otherwise. Bam, 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 bam. Bing, bada, boom. I think this map is pretty big too. I vaguely remember this layout. I mostly remember this like big open square area. I did remember the boss too, but I do remember that there's like a couple of those big squares. There actually might be one at every corner. It might be every corner of the map has one of those areas. That might be what it is. Is my lightning res? Oh, it's still only 70. It's still 71%. I thought it was lower. It was lower earlier, and then I've kind of since fixed it a little bit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's mostly just Deathlords that are the killer here for my guys. And they're pretty tanky too. Ow. A ring. Oops. Occasionally I accidentally tap my blood warp, and I do not mean to. It will forever be unfortunate to me that the spell as well that makes that like gives you the bigger bonus is Iron Maiden for this setup, because Iron Maiden still just does not do it. Let's go. And what about this? The revives as well, because we don't have any levels spec'd into revives. Revives do absolutely nothing. They're just there. It feels like such a random addition to the item. I mean, I guess if you're doing summon stuff, and you took the +3 to summon skills part of it, like if I took +3 summon skills, which I guess this actually has +3 as well, it would be like decent, but it just feels weird. I think there's different other ones that I would want. I do think if I make a Necro, an actual summon Necro, I do want to try either the archers or the mage build, because I have seen a bunch of uniques that are specifically targeted at archers and mages that I think would be potentially pretty fun to run with. Lance. It's Lance. Lance Reddick. Never bummed out that he ain't around anymore. What an iconic voice. Ooh, 35 life. What does this have? Do I have enough fire res if I take that off? Why not? I do. Well, then in that one is still decent though. Like that's not a bad medium charm. Hold it still, I suppose. I don't really know how the shared inventories go. Like I don't know how they combine at the end of a season. I don't know if they just have like remove only tabs like they do in like Beach Waller or Path of Exile when you get to the end of a league and you can just pull stuff out of it. That's it. I will say though, forever, the addition of the materials tab this season is truly a godsend in PD2. Because holy, does that make just such a big difference? Having an area to just store all your stuff. Now, bad blown. Yeah, Glom. Okay. There we go. There's the third one. Like, hopefully the third one's around here. I kind of don't really want to run this map longer. Well, well, well. All right, just this pack of shit around here. Ow. Bird? How dare you? Alright, I said bird. I said it. What you gonna do about it? So, if I had to guess, it'll be around here. Honey! It's too bad. I don't think I saw Geed a single time this season, now that I think about it. I didn't see the Geed event a single time. I have done quite a few maps. I did quite a lot. Never saw Geed. Oh, is he in like that corner? Maybe he's in the back corner of that tree area. Let me go back. But yeah, I did not see. I'll check up here really quick too, just in case. I think he's here. I think he is back over by the tree. It's usually not too far from where the clock is on that. But yeah, I am bummed out. I didn't see him a single time. Ah. It would be interesting to know if, like, you get more stuff out of him if you kill him extremely quickly versus if you attack him like that. Either way, he didn't drop shit for me. Little bastard. That's okay. That is a-okay. Out we go.
Hello. Good evening.
I don't think, so we'll just dump all this stuff into the stash. Alrighty. Then we're gonna get to Get to condensing. Get to getting. Oops. Whatever. Put in there. Map. Okay. The map. The map. Oh, he identified a map too. I was like, what did he even identify? A map. That makes sense. That over there. Oh, I can't even dump the money off. I am still too rich. All right, let's get to Poland. Oh, did I just put one in here? I'm a silly goose. Should I do an effort? Okay. For the sake of my recording, I'm gonna pause right here, and then I'll come back when I have successfully clicked through all of the runes, and we'll see what we're left with. All right, so I can resume over here. All of the combining that we did in fact just net us up into a Gull rune, or not Gull. Gull's after this. I was reading Ist to Ist plus key is Gull. So yeah, all that we did is we combined into an Istrian, which is exactly what I anticipated. The actual highest that all of these gave was a Pole rune. Pole rune is the highest that all of that gave. So realistically, in case you didn't already know, don't bother doing that, kids. Don't bother upgrading stuff. Just upgrade where you need to here and there. But for the most part, don't bother doing it. But I was just curious just to see where it would go. I got up to Pole. Got up to Pole. Pretty interesting. All right. Let's do a very quick, just kind of retrospective of every character that I made, where they could have been, where they could be improved, and where they would go, and also where they shine as well, where they are good builds. So with that, we'll just kind of roll into that. So this character, as has been shown, it is a really good AoE build. It is incredibly strong for exactly just putting a bunch of curses like that and just dropping a really big nuke on a pile of enemies. And it's reasonably safe as well, because you get you'll have like Clay Golem, you'll have Crepify to really slow all of the basic enemies down a bit. It's pretty safe. It's quite fun. I thoroughly enjoyed playing this character. But I would say that's kind of where he shines the most. This character shines as a character that you can kind of just roam around. You can just kind of kill large packs of monsters with, and this is mostly like a mapping and a clear kind of character, but it's not really much more than that, honestly. Outside of those kind of scenarios, his single target is pretty lackluster, because a lot of the damage that you get comes from stacking your curses and then deleting most of them off the target. You get to keep one on the target, but all of the rest of them get eaten from Dark Pact. So you kind of do these things where you have like a really good chunk of damage that you deal, and then you can do little things again, unless you want to set up your curses again and just keep rinsing, repeating. So it can be kind of repetitive for that, but it's a very solid build again for just clear, for area, for that kind of stuff. So a fun character for that. Really does not do anything spectacular in the single target department, but does have some pretty neat tricks up his sleeve. I do think if you were to, honestly, if you wanted to run Dark Pact, this is probably almost as good of a setup as you could get. You'd probably want to do instead something like a, Skin of the Viper Magi here instead of Spirit Shroud, or try to get one that's better than this. Enigma is most likely also probably just your better piece here if you got that. The Amulet would also most certainly be better if this was a... Actually, I wouldn't even say that a +2 all Necromancer skill levels is better, but a plus 2... I don't remember if rares at level 91 can roll +3 curses. If they can, at level 91 and higher, then a rare +3 curses and other stuff, but if it still can only roll +2, +2 Necro Skiller or +2 curses that's rare is probably better. Or to stay better, +3 with like all res or something, or +3 in life will be better than this, because ultimately we don't put a lot of points into anything else other than our curses. Our curses are our main form of damage and our main form of scaling, so we don't really care about global levels, truthfully. So I would say largely just to get as many plus levels to curses as you can. Maybe a corrupted triangles, some other better, slightly better gear, a corrupted dark force that has some better stuff. a slightly better helmet where you can. Maybe you get one that corrupts into +1 all levels as well. I don't know. A Harlequin crest here would go crazy. So anything like that, anything that would be better. Just get yourself resistances, all that good stuff. And then otherwise, yeah, and also probably more +1 curses in your Grand Charms where you can, +1 curses and some resistances, and also get yourself a Nihilus and a Necromancer Hellfire Torch. That would be as far as I go with this character. I ultimately, as well, would say this character does not really stick out to me as a character that you probably want to do everything in the game with. Again, great for clear, a lot of fun for a while. But ultimately, would I ever play this character again? No, I would probably rather just play Bone Spear. I would probably rather just play any of the Bone skills. I think they have an easier setup. I think they're better overall, and I think they'll do a lot more. I think they'll be a lot better damage-wise and offer a lot more flexibility, especially against enemies like bosses, and especially against enemies that are magic immune, that you break their immunities, because this build just does no damage to those skill setups. But I feel like Bone Spear would potentially do more damage to those that you break their immunities on, or at the very least you have to rely on Mercenary. But again, that's just the way that it goes. But this build was overall still, like I said, a lot of fun. So that is this character. We'll go over to this character. This character was definitely the strongest character I made. It's really safe. You can get a lot of move speed going. You're really fast. You're really safe. It's really fun. Does really solid single target. The place where this character does not shine, though, is in multiple target situations. Like, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. She can clear pretty decently. But the thing is that Strafe is really dumb. Or not. Yes, actually. Strafe and Decoys are both really dumb in the sense that even if there's a target that you really want to focus on, like if there's like a summoner in the background or like a bunch of gloams or something that you really want to focus and kill, the problem is that you'll only be able to shoot one arrow at that specific target, and then you'll move around to other targets because that's how Strafe works. It targets everything. And so because of that, it's a little bit of a dumb build in that regard. And clear can be kind of slow and a little bit painful. You really rely on your Valkyries, your Mercenary, to kind of do a lot of heavy lifting if you can. And you try to get your Decoys to do some decent things. But as I said, gear-wise, this character is pretty well set up. Atmos Whale here is probably the worst thing that is here. That could go for anything, maybe Skin of the Viper Magi again. Maybe an Enigma again, or something like along those lines. I'm trying to think of other +1 skillers that are also have like raid, or +2 skillers with cast rate. Either way, there are options I'm sure that I'm just not thinking of, but certainly this is probably the worst. Otherwise, just getting other generic good things. Loyalty here is also replaceable for Ebonbane, I believe is the name of the matriarchal unique bow. Ebonbane gives you +5 to passive skills, does some other cool things. So I would say loyalty in the early game, maybe Ebonbane later, but it's kind of up to you. I feel like they might be comparable, and loyalty to me with the faster cast rate is actually a really nice quality of life kind of bow. So not really sure what else you'd want to do there. Up to you, but it's pretty fun. This build overall a lot of fun. Gear-wise, not too many more changes that I would really say to make. It has kind of what you really want, you know. I don't remember what corrupts can all do. If the corruption can hit the passive magic skills to be +3, great, do that. Otherwise, yeah, just kind of do your thing. Also get some more skillers, like some more passive magic skillers. I don't have a ton on this character, so get more passive magic skillers. Get an Amazon Torch, get an Annihilus. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. There are some really big upgrades for this character overall. Lots of fun. I will quickly go over her. I won't go too far into depth with this character. This is the melee sorceress that I made. The only thing that's missing here is that, and there was a ring I think that had just resistances on it. I might have another ring that I can just throw on really quick. This was just a... Also, I want to corrupt this, because I have another one. Oh, hit more fire. Cool. This is just a melee sorc that I very quickly made. It was a pretty fun idea. I do think... but like I said, I was talking about this earlier. The problem that I have with this character is Largely, actually, that... And we're running Kingslayer, which gives us plus 10 levels to Vengeance, which is pretty cool. The problem I have with this character, though, is that I did not realize this, and this is, like I said, it's a pretty big deal. But our increased attack speed frames, specifically with a Phase Blade, is only 48. It's really, really low, and it's pretty noticeable how slow it is. For instance, we use something like a Rib Cracker. You can see we can go, or actually it says that static build. So anyway, we have 48 here, but it can go to 75 and it can go to 125. So we can get a lot more increased attack speed for this character, and it will feel much better for that being the case. I did not realize that was the case, and I believe it is specifically just Phase Blades as well, because I believe if I put on like Isle Strike here, yeah, Isle Strike here, we have more increased attack speed frames available. So apparently Phase Blades are just bad for Sorceress melee, and I did not realize that. So my recommendation here would be, if you wanted to do Kingslayer, just don't do a Phase Blade, look for something else, probably an Axe. If Berserker Axe is available, do Berserker Axe. I don't know if Berserker Axe has better frames, but if it does, use Berserker Axe. And then yeah, this build would overall still be a lot of fun from there, I think. But I don't really know. I had a decent time with the character. It was surprisingly effective for a long time. But yeah, you just do Kingslayer and probably a Berserker Axe, or if you wanted to, you can make a Beast inside of an Axe. And I believe that what I was hearing, Beast is a real build and is actually quite strong. Overall, what you're doing for point wise, you're just dumping everything into Warmth, Enchant Fire, Fire Mastery, Hold Enchant, and then you'd be dumping the rest into Hold Mastery. You can have both of them up at the same time. You can see down here on the bar we have both up, which is very nice. And you'll take some points in. You'll take a point into Chilling, and then of course you take 1 point into Static Field and 1 point in the Teleport. And that's kind of the whole build. Otherwise, you'd just be looking for ways to get increased attack speed, ways to lower enemy resist, something like this. Rising Sun here is quite good. We could also put in a Talrasha Amulet. I actually just got one pretty recently, so I would say a Talrasha Amulet there is good. Four Riders are nice. Raven Frost, of course, for Can't Be Frozen. Laying of Hands for the attack speed. So, pretty decently fun build. Yeah. I would say you could actually even put an Arachnid Mesh in here too, and that would actually be pretty good. And yeah, and then I was just running a Stone just for an amount of tankiness for the character, because I was really just needing it. And yeah, but overall, and then per usual, Annihilus, Sorcerer's Torch, bada bing, bada boom. Lastly of our characters that I made this league is the Assassin. This is the Blade. Wait, I didn't lose much stuff, right? No, I didn't take anything off, really. I took your weapon away. That's it. This character was just was a decent bit of fun. I'm trying to think, what did I have to do with this character? Speed. Okay. So this character was a decent bit of fun. You can see we just kind of channel Blade Fury here, and things die. That's how it works. That's it. You just channeled Blade Fury. We have a Might Aura guy going with us. We just channel all this out. We deal a pretty decent amount of poison damage. We do some good hits, and that's the whole build. I'm using a Venom right here that has +3 Blade Shield and Blade Fury. It was a relatively effective character. It was a pretty decent starter to really have. So I didn't mind it, but I haven't really come back to this character since I dropped it a long time ago. So there's a ton of replacements that can be made here. In fact, I even have a better amulet that's just been sitting around for a long time because I just have not played this character in a long time, which would be nice. That would be a huge improvement for this character, just even as is. So realistically, this character had a ton of things that could have been fixed had I really taken the time to do so. I just kind of, after a while, was, I was having a good time running around Blade Furying things, but it wasn't really holding my attention that well, and I think it was largely in like the single target department, much like our Dark Pact character, just in the single target department. It didn't do anything that spectacular yet. I think you can build it to eventually do some pretty respectable damage in the single target department. I would just need, again, more charms that have some amount of trap skillers, some other good things for us, but mostly trap skillers, Blade Sentinel, Blade Shield, Blade Fury. And then we have just some stuff in Shadow Discipline. I did want to respec this character too, because I learned that Shadow Master specifically, Shadow Warrior is okay. But I would even maybe respec and not even take Shadow Warrior, because Shadow Warrior is pretty dumb, and I think using Venom with a Spirit might be better. Yeah, that one's kind of up in the air. So I would say maybe if you were gonna run this build, just max out here. Ignore Shadow Warrior, Weapon Block, and Shadow Master. The reason why Shadow Warrior is dumb is because she'll use whatever skill you have up, but she doesn't channel Blade Fury. She just kind of chucks one, and then stops, and then chucks another one. So she's pretty useless when it comes to that. And Shadow Master uses every assassin skill, so she also just wasn't really doing a ton of stuff. I think Shadow Master is largely one of like, you need to invest all into Shadow Master or none into Shadow Master. And so I am saying probably invest none, specifically for this build. Max out Venom, all that kind of good stuff. You can max out Venom, and then if you had more points, you'd go over here and max out Cobra Strike, just because that will apply more to Venom. And that is basically this entire setup. Like I said, tons of stuff to be replaced here. You want to get, there's just too much gear to go into about what you want to be replaced, but basically everything that was on this character is replaced. And yeah. All right, that was my quick retrospective. I had a ton of fun. Like I said, this league, I did more stuff than I've done as far as endgame content goes. I did do Uber Tristram. I did the Ancients a couple of times. I tried Declone, died there in the end, but, you know, we tried that. Got a bunch of good stuff going on, got a bunch of good loot, and had a ton of fun. I thoroughly enjoy this mod, and will certainly be back in the future, but that's kind of all I have for the time being. I don't really see... I don't really have any other builds that I'm itching to do right now, and I want to do other stuff, so... I'm throwing my hands up, and I think that's where we're calling it overall. So, hope you enjoyed. I'll have I'll try to put the armory link for each of these characters in my video. We'll see. Regardless, hope you've enjoyed. I certainly have. It's been a lot of fun, and I think that is going to be the end of our Project Diablo 2 adventure this time around. Hey, thanks very much. Have a good night. See you next time. Bye bye bye.